the Alabama, the
Yeah.
Montgomery, Alabama brawl situation. Like, it's crazy, but it didn't. They're making sure that that's staying viral right now.
Fuck, yo.
Or look at all the videos that they're all of a sudden putting out of the, I think it was a drag queen or a trans that went into the little kids' school and was teaching them how to lap dance and stuff. Did you see that
Oh
video?
wow, I didn't hear about that.
They got books in like little elementary schools and they're teaching kids on same sex, like boy, like Johnny went over to Billy's and they and like getting into
I
detail
don't.
about penetration and girl on
Yeah,
girl,
like
and these
that's
parents are
like
coming to
that's
the
not something
schools
you're
and like,
supposed to
why do you have
teach
this in our
children.
kids schools and all kinds of shit. It's crazy. Then
Yeah,
they
I
got,
agree with that.
yeah, and I feel like they're putting that out to like stir up mess.
Yeah, because at the end
So
of the day, that child gonna be straight or gay depending on what they want to be when they grow up. But it
Yep.
definitely
right.
like children don't need to be exposed to like when my little cousins was like babies and stuff. I told my family because like I was real close to my little cousins. I used to take care of them. I used to tell
Mhm.
my family, like, don't bring up gay, don't bring up straight around them. When it's time for them to figure it out, they'll start to figure it out on their own. And in their
Yeah.
time, where their little brains can
Right.
process.
Right. I feel like
So
they're kind of, the
Adonis.
government's kind of trying to depopularize the people too by doing that. You know, pushing the agenda on the kids so young. You know, because
Oh, yeah,
kids
most
are
definitely.
sponges.
Oh, but go ahead, Stage. What would you say? I heard you say my name. My bad.
Yeah, don't. What do you think? Because I see there's a difference between what we call it LGBT and the black LGBT. A lot of it's
True.
being
It
led, I
definitely
feel,
is. It
by
definitely is
the
a
white
difference.
or mainstream LGBT with these problematic issues. Because we never really hear those who advocate for black LGBT or who are black
Right.
LGBT for those types of things.
So, It's
Like it's
definitely, it's
always
definitely a
outside
difference
interest.
because Caucasian gay men. It is no offense
They're
to
weird.
anybody.
They're
Caucasian
into
gay men are
weird
the
shit.
fucking worst. They be
Yeah,
the
they're
most.
weird.
They be the most fucking racist, and they swear because they're gay they can't be racist, and that is wild to
And those
me.
be the gay
Yeah.
pedophiles too, the white men. Those be the fucking gay uncles that be touching on the little nephew and shit. Those be the
Mhm.
ones that the parents got to tell the little kids, stay away from your Uncle Tommy. He's,
Right.
he's weird.
Yeah, that shit is it's
Oh.
different. It is wild.
Yeah, it is definitely
Hey,
different.
kid, you still
Like
mad?
the black
You still
gay
mad at
community
me?
seems like they have more respect and discreetness, and you know what I mean, and they don't go for certain shit when it comes to children, you know what I mean, and the
Right.
teachings and shit. It's the white
But
motherfuckers.
but they're all black ones because they sneaky and like I'm a nosy person. I can't help it. I think
Yeah, we
I
got to
think in a
run.
past
Back
life,
up. Back up.
I think in a past life
Oh,
I was
yeah.
a detective
You think so, or a
because
spy?
I be needing to know stuff. I be having to find stuff out. I be needing to
I'm
know.
like
I be
that.
needing to know. So
I'm
but
like
so I
that.
be on Twitter. I be on Twitter and I'm nosy. Like when I got a certain follower, like especially when I know in real life, I go through their likes.
Yeah.
And that's how I started to put two and two together about a lot. So what really made me start being and doing investigations was, that they do the porn accounts on Twitter or whatever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So this Twitter porn account had followed me. So for one, I don't follow porn accounts back, but I always go through people profiles. I read their profiles before I follow them back or whatever. But so I was reading this person profile and it said they were 16 years old. First, I reported them. First, I
Oh my
reported the
god.
account. But Twitter, when you report somebody, they hit you back with a message to let you know what happens. So the
Right.
Mm-hmm.
account didn't get taken down. So after that, I unfollowed everybody that was following that account. And then I
Yeah.
started going through. Then I started going through people likes, and I started to realize like people I knew. I'm like, there's a lot of fucking child pornography in your likes. So I didn't
Yeah.
call
Or
nobody out, but I made a tweet about it. I was like,
And
I've been
it's
going
good
through
that
y'all
you're
likes and I
so
see all that child pornography.
nosy like that, because that keeps you out of trouble. That keeps you out of harm's way
oh
because you're a black gay man.
Yeah, and like
So
Like what
You get
hurt
what
the
I'm
most
saying? Like
was
that,
one of the
the
boys.
system would love to get you caught up. You know what I mean? Just by
Right,
letting not knowing what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? The system would love to lock you up. What? Oh yeah.
right.
So it's good you're like that. You got to be like that nowadays,
Like
man.
I was telling somebody that was in here earlier. I was like, they had asked. I forget what the exact question was, but it was about a relationship and getting to know a person. And I was like, I'm not gonna have that problem that you had because I need to know a person before we even talk about getting into a relationship. I
Yeah.
need to know them, and I'm nosy. Like I'm looking their name up on case search. I'm
And
reverse
that's
back
how it
checking
should be.
them. Like,
And that's how it should be. Like people get into relationships with strangers. Like they don't
oh,
even like and it's even more dangerous when it's these bitches that have kids and just go from dick to dick just because they got a void they want to fill. They don't do no background search. It only
I think
takes
that's
what,
the. I
$20,
think that is the
$50?
craziest. I think that is the craziest thing in the world to be a woman and just let a random nigga come and you knowing what can come out of that.
Yep.
I got you. I got you.
You don't even know his social
Bro.
security number. You don't even know his zodiac sign. You
And
don't even know his
most of these
last
people
name,
don't
but you're
even be
quick to
knowing
fuck
people
on him.
real names.
Yeah, but this is your man, but you're on fucking social
I
media
remember
talking about in a
I had a
relationship.
homeboy. I had a homeboy. He was messing around with this dude, and I had so this was when we was in our early 20s. But I knew
Mm,
the dude he was messing around with. I know him since we was in high school, so I knew his real name. So my
mm.
homeboy and me was on the phone. He kept calling him by this nickname he made up. And I kept saying, yo, that's not his real name. His real name is such and such.
Oh man.
It took 3 days of going back and forth with him before he talked and him talking to his homegirl and his homegirl being like, oh yeah, that is his real name, what he said. I was like, yo, I told you, like I told you, like you messing with this dude, you having sex with this dude and you don't even know his real name, y'all.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Wait, what's in
It's
here?
dangerous, you know. The world
Yeah.
is too dangerous. There's too many sick people out here not to know who you're getting
Whatever.
yourself involved with.
Involved
Like
with exactly.
so I give you a
Wow.
lot of respect for, doing your research and getting to know somebody before, you make that step because that's how it should be. That's how a relationship, you start off meeting, then you start off, socializing, then you start off as acquaintance and then
Oh,
friendship and then
I'm
relationship.
crazy. I'm crazy and I'm paranoid and I smoke weed all the time and the weed don't do nothing but make me more paranoid. Uh-uh.
Yeah,
I
I'm paranoid
I don't
too.
want to know when I don't want to know when I'm gonna die. I just want to die just when it happened. I just want it to happen.
I just
I
hope
don't
it's
want my
fast.
I don't want my last moments to be somebody I'm having sex with somebody and they strangling me. I don't want that to be my last moment.
No. Mm-mm.
And like most people, I know most people don't think about that, but like in the world, I feel like in the world we living in right now, you have to think about stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if like, and a lot of the guys in the community, especially trans that are sex workers and stuff like that, they have a lot to worry about, because that does happen a lot, and it's
Yeah.
sad. Like people in the community are big targets and it's sad because people should be able to be who they want, like yeah, people aren't going to like it and that's their choice not to like it, but you know you got to kind of respect the human being,
Yeah.
because they could turn around and be like, "Oh, fuck you, you're weird for being straight," and we wouldn't like
Hell,
that, you know.
when the straight people came up with heterophobia, I was done. I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not in this fight, this straight versus gay fight no more. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm like
Yeah,
heterophobia.
I
Like
like
I'm done.
I actually
yeah,
used
I'm
to
coming.
be
I'm
like
coming.
that. I used to be
Okay,
like
I'm
that, and
coming.
it was a trans on Bigo actually that like really opened up my brain, and I was willing to like learn and understand and stuff. And, you know, she broke it down to me and stuff like that. And, after that, I'm like, all right, this is wrong because they could easily judge me and be phobia of me. I'm not going to like that. You know what I mean? Like, So it's bad energy, you know what I mean?
Right, right. So Sage, you know I'm gonna bring
Oh
this
my
up. I don't
goodness.
care. I know I'm probably being irky about keep bringing this situation up, but I don't care. I'm gonna bring it up for a while because the
Yeah.
bitches got on my nerves. But so how did you feel yesterday when Autumn made that statement? When we was in the PK, Autumn made that statement about he never called me the N word. He called me a negroid. That's not the N word.
Oh yeah, I definitely thought that was ignorant, of course. Yeah, yeah. Wait. Take them out and then save me.
I'll be right back.
He's over there.
Okay.
Okay.
But that was ignorant.
Oh yes, very. I no. Before you finish saying
Yeah.
what you were saying,
Yeah.
Sage, you saw how after he
Uh-huh.
said that I just stopped talking.
Yeah, and he also said, he's not light skin, and I'm like, he's white skin. Like white skin is different from light skin. Light skin means you are related to, the black community. You're black African
Raven
people.
is light skinned.
Right. She's of, our stock, our mix. So, but when you're not, you're white skinned. Like Mestizo, Hispanic and Latino are two totally different things.
Right.
Thanks, bro. Okay, I'm following you. You know what's going on.
And
Oh
like all them,
shit.
all them
Oh
don't
shit.
realize he a different type of Dominican. Like Brett is a black Dominican. Autumn is a white
Right.
Dominican.
Aren't Dominicans a little racist? Don't they not like
Oh, they
black
are
people?
really racist. They are really racist.
Especially towards black guys, right?
Oh yes.
Okay,
But
I'm
they'll
coming.
fuck
I'm
on them a
coming.
black woman.
That's I, I know you haven't seen the ongoing
I'm in.
situation. So a person that I was friends with on here, I guess they felt some type of way because it's a Hispanic person on here.
I see you.
Mm.
Okay.
Me and that person were originally cool, and I do
Okay, I got
tarot readings as a part of my content. So
You
they
do what?
wanted to
Tarot readings. Okay.
yeah, I do tarot readings as a part of my
you. Reloading.
content. So they wanted a tarot reading, but we were on their
Ready to go.
panel and they were talking to another person of Dominican descent. So I was like, in my mind, I'm like, hey, I
Okay.
can't wait to do this tarot
Okay,
reading
that's right.
because that person wasn't into tarot. They weren't into tarot. So I wanted to respect them. Can I call you in an hour? Who's you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Green
about to
eyed
follow
devil.
you, man. You know what's up. You know what's going on in this game.
Yes, you can. I
I'm new to
mean,
this, so I
Autumn,
gotta follow you.
no, Autumn. We don't have beef no more. But like, I'm not going to forget or forgive that situation. I am going to talk about it. But like, I don't have no like straight up beef with you. Like, we don't have to argue. We don't have to fight. Nothing like that.
Right.
But like, it's really like I don't want to sound mean, Autumn, and I don't want you to think I'm being fucked up. It's just I don't have a beef with you. I don't think you're the most evil person in the world. But like. But where I'm at in my life right now, I just like you and
You can go
Trap.
that
I
way. I
don't
don't
think
think
y'all
we
are
can go
bad
that way.
people. I still have love for y'all. I still want y'all to do good in life. I just can never trust y'all again.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
that's
like
that's
that's what
him
I'm
then,
saying.
right?
Like I don't want to talk. Like I just don't want to deal with y'all. Like okay,
Is
but
this the guy that you're just talking about?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm
So you
like,
see,
damn.
I can be cool. I can be cordial with people. I can be
Yeah.
cordial with people. I have no problem with that. I have no problem being cordial with him. Like I'm just
Right.
he wants to be. So let me finish telling you the story.
Let's
So
go.
where did I stop, y'all? I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
The other
Watch out for that.
guy,
Watch
something with
out.
the other guy, and the other
Oh,
guy
so
wasn't
yeah,
feeling the tarot
so
reading, and you were
so
trying to
yeah,
be
so she
respectful.
wanted. So I told her. So the
You
person
blow
the
it up.
person on the panel, they was like, "Hey, I'm not into tarot, so I'll leave." I was like, "Oh, you don't have to
Okay.
leave. I
Hey,
can do her
yeah, let's
tarot
go.
reading after y'all finish talking, cause y'all in the middle of a conversation." In my mind, I'm
Right.
thinking, I'm like, okay, they're both of Dominican descent. This can be a new supporter for her. Like
Right.
I'm not really sending you beings to make you to make your quota. Like I'm on your panel to have regular conversations with you and help you with content in that way. I'm not sending you beings, but this person
Let's
might
get
send you
them.
beings. So that's where my mind state was at. So
Right.
this person, the person Afro Latino Barbie, they got mad and dropped all of us off the panel. So I left the room.
Oh,
So
they
I
on
went in the
outside.
next day. I went
Okay,
in the
hell no.
next day, and I was
Oh, wait,
like,
are they?
"Hey, like, is this who you really are? Like, everybody on that panel sent you
Oh yeah, they're
beans, and then
friends.
you
They're
just
friends. Okay.
dropped them right after that. Like, I think that's really rude
That's
because
like
they didn't have how you doing money. I was like because they didn't have to send you those
Well, yeah.
beans.
right.
So
That's
I was
like
like, so is I
seems
was
like
like, so
he
is
was
this
just
the?
out
I
to
was like,
steal
is
beans.
right. I was like, so is this the real you? Is the real you phony? So mind you, I never joined the panel. I said all of this in the comments. She
Okay.
tells all so this person tells everybody. This person tells the dude that just came in that wanted to talk. She tells him I'm loud, I'm ghetto, and I'm mean. Now I have no problem with a person calling me any of those things. I have no problem with
Mhm.
it because I can be all of that
Yeah.
sometimes. What
Right.
I took offense to was I never gave that person this energy. I was
Yeah,
always
you
very
weren't
nice
being
to
like
that
that. So
person.
why call
I
you
was
that?
always very polite to this person. So for them
Right.
to
Right.
call me ghetto, lil, and mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't want to play the black card. I don't want to play the racist card. And I even said this when
Okay.
I was venting. Mind you, the person that just came in, we were
On
friends at
you.
this point. So I was just venting to him. I was like, like I just feel like that's
Yeah.
kind of
Let me know
racist
and I'll
because
shoot.
why
It is.
Lil? Why get? Why Lil?
They were
Why ghetto?
calling you your. They were calling you all the basically all the fucking
Who's that?
stigmatisms that black people don't
Yeah,
even
for a
want.
black person. So that's
Yeah,
where my
and
mind was.
don't even
That's
want
where I was
that.
at in my
So,
head. So I said that, and the boy that was just in here, his name is usually Autumn K. So I'm gonna call him Autumn K. I just want you to know who I'm talking about. So
okay,
Mm.
I'm coming.
Autumn, so me and
I got it.
Autumn were
Go
our
ahead. I got you.
friendship was branching out off of Bigo. So like he follows me on TikTok. We follow each other on TikTok. Like when me and him was good, we was good. We supported each other. We helped each
Right.
other. I'm not gonna ever take that away from him just because we don't get along now. I'm not gonna ever front about that. When we were good, we were good. I thought that was my friend.
Yeah.
But
I feel you. What's down there?
so I don't know why he felt some type of
Okay.
way about it. But he was like,
Okay.
"Oh well, I don't think she racist." Da, 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 da. So like this was on the panel at around 11 o'clock p.m. So 5 o'clock a.m. Mind you, I'm
What the
still asleep. But
fuck?
5 o'clock a.m. He sends me a message. I wake up at 8 o'clock a.m. So he sends me a message on TikTok at 5 o'clock a.m. I wake up at 8 o'clock a.m. and I see it, and the message said, "People call me ghetto all the time. I don't lose my mind over it. I
Yeah,
just suck it
there we
up
go.
and keep going." And so I never said nothing
Yeah.
about it. But
Okay.
so I'm like sometimes I cut people off. I don't mean to. I will
Okay.
apologize if I cut a person off by mistake. But like he does it
No.
as well. But
Oh, you
he
talking
was
about? Okay.
he
Okay.
was continuously calling me out
There's
for it. So
nothing in
one
here.
day I just got irritated and I was like, "What you're not going to do is keep making it seem like I'm disrespectful and I just be
Yeah, let's do
always
that.
over talking people like you don't do the same thing to me and I just don't call you out for it." I was like, "You're picking at this point because you say this to me every day and I've told you multiple times. My bad. I don't mean to do that. If I do that, just correct me real quick
Yeah,
because
I
I
got
get
six.
passionate when I
You
talk."
need any?
I'm gonna wait till she come back. I
Okay.
think she. Oh,
Drop. Okay. Sorry.
I'm
They
rolling
call
the
me.
block, guys. My bad. My
Oh,
bad.
I
I'm
can
rolling the
hear
block.
you. I just clicked out because I had to. I'm a sex
Oh,
worker,
I wasn't
so
sure.
I
I thought you got
had
a
to bump my
I
ad.
didn't know I didn't know if you got a phone call.
Nope, I can
But
still hear you.
so
I had to bump my ad.
he yeah, he just like they irritated me, and so it got to the point where I was just like we was going back and forth, and I was like, I feel as though I wasn't like I was just trying to express my feelings, and I was like, I feel as though you're trying to erase how I feel about that, and that's not
Mm.
okay because I feel like I'm explaining to you why I feel like that was racist, and like you're just trying to pretty much erase how I feel and say that's not what happened when that is what happened to me,
Yeah. Well,
and
sometimes
then
people that are racist don't. They don't.
they
They
don't
don't
be
see
knowing
their.
sometimes.
They
They
don't.
don't be knowing
Yeah. So
sometimes.
like a race, like a white person. Oh, I'm not racist. I got black friends. That's racist
And
because if you weren't
that's
racist, you
something
wouldn't
he
have put a
that's something
color on
he
it.
says. That's something he
That
says because he is a
and
black
that's
boy.
racist, and a lot of people don't think like that. Like, no, that's not. It is racist because you're putting a fucking distinctive color on it, like the same
Yeah, like
color
you're just
that's telling you that you're racist. Like, so that's
right.
racist. Like, if you weren't
So
racist, you'd be like, I'm not
I
racist. I
called
have
him. So
all friends.
he kept going and going and going, and he has. And Sage will tell you, or other people will tell you that you'll see in the panels that I'm on in the future. He has some type of weird hold of people on Bigo. Like he's a manipulative person. He has some type of weird
Mm.
hold because people come to his defense. Like he plays the victim role really, really well. But
Yeah.
so I called him privilege. And because I called him privilege, he thinks in his brain he heard white privilege. And I was like, I didn't call you
Mm.
white privilege. Originally, like at some point it did get to the us going back and forth being racist with each other. And we did
Mm.
apologize about that. But like he called me one too many porch monkeys, too many coons, and too many Negroes for me not to have gotten mad. And so I started calling him everything.
And you know what? I would have did the same thing if I was black and somebody of another race was calling me all those things after so many years of having to live on earth being black and already going through shit and probably being
Mhm.
called that stuff from a person of a different race. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, I
But
would
so
probably fucking
So
call them
he
all kinds of
played.
shit.
He played. Since I told you he played the victim role, but he played the scenario out like not only was I just racist, he made it seem like I was colorist towards light skinned people. So a lot of light skinned black
Oh
people started
no.
coming at me sideways. A lot of people from other races started coming at me sideways. Like there's a trans woman on here. Her name is Indian.
Mm.
She was just coming at me so bad. I just one night I was on somebody else's panel. I didn't say nothing to her. I was talking to the host because the host supports me and I support that host. I
Yeah.
came in there and talked to the host. Here she go. I don't like you, bitch. Your voice irritate me. I'm like, after that, I tore that bitch up for 1 hour. I literally fussed with the bitch for an
Isn't that a
hour.
form of gay shaming? Wouldn't that be gay
Yeah,
shaming? Your voice is annoying to me because
yeah.
okay. So you got the trans community gay shaming the gay community?
Oh yeah, it happens. It happens a lot. Again, a lot of the
Where's the
issues that gay men
unity?
a lot of the issues that like and this is how I feel, and I don't like to say this out loud a lot because people take it the wrong way, but I know like Sage is intelligent and I can tell you're very open minded and you'll understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yes. Yes, I'm always gonna fight for my trans brothers and trans sisters.
Mhm.
But gay people gave up fighting for gay people because we got a little bit of gay men got gave up fighting for gay men because we got a little bit acceptance. And they started focusing their fight for trans women. Now trans women do need our protection and need our help, but there are still things that we as gay men need to be fighting for, fighting about and fixing in our community. Like trans girls, especially the real pretty ones,
Uh-huh.
the ones that are real pretty, that do go through their transition and they're really
Yeah,
pretty,
there'd be some
they feel
beautiful
like they're
ones.
better than gay men and they have a competition with a gay man.
So I don't understand it because when the gay men you know, started getting stuff, you would think that they'd still continue to fight for each other so they can get
Uh-uh.
more.
Gay males don't even gay males. I mean, there are people out there that fight for the community, like me. Like there
Yeah,
are people that exist, but there aren't enough. Gay men,
that's sad.
there is no real unity in our community. Like when I was younger, the lesbians used to eat like the dominant lesbians used to hate the gay boys.
Yeah. That sounds like that's one of your guys' biggest problems
Yeah,
and shit is the not no unity. It seems like it's like little gangs within the community, like the trans is over here, the gay is over here, the bottoms is over here, the tops is over here, like it's gang top, gang bottom,
yeah.
gang this, gang
There are
that.
little gangs, little cliques within inside the
Yeah.
community. It's not a whole.
I didn't know that. I thought it was more united and
And I
shit.
mean,
That's
and
sad.
you're not the only like person that has ever told me that. Like when I used to hang with this girl back in the day, a couple like not even that long ago, like we just stopped being friends in like January. So before that, like I used to
Mhm.
tell her about what's going on in the gay community, and she was like, "What? I thought gay people was more united than that." I'm like,
I
"No."
did. That's crazy, and that's the
Like
problem.
the LGB so the event that we're going to be having on the 25th is going to be LGB-T. So it's going to be more so trans women leading discussion, talking about the disagreements or grievances with primarily gay men, as well as females, whether they're lesbian or straight, who, they really ride for females a lot. And, if you talk to a lot of trans women, their inspiration for becoming trans women is the love for their mother. And that's something that I've noticed a lot of them do. Like it's an admiration for their mother. Their mother was big in their lives.
Mm.
So it's crazy seeing how, a lot of the hate can be really all over men. And it's really a discussion so people can gain some understanding, and respect for one another, and their struggles. But it's going to be more so trans women focus and, the LGBs, but they're going to be leading discussion. It's going to be a Black LGBT discussion. And yeah, the second event, I want to get some more LGBT people to have their discussions, Black LG non or heterosexual
Just say straight people.
Black people. Yeah, straight Black people to have their discussions with Black LGBT, because there's a
Mm.
lot of confusion when I say things like
Yeah.
black power is different from white power. White power is all about oppressing, subjugating another group of people, and black power is about equality, justice, and liberation. It's always been that. It's
Hmm.
always been a punching up versus a punching down, and that's something
Right.
that a lot of heterosexual black people choose to not understand, because we had a big discussion today, and that's why it went on for 2 hours, and it was a really good
Nice.
discussion. And I hate that the audio messed up. I didn't check the settings to make sure it was recording what was coming through the phone. It was more so recording what was around me. And I was like, how in the hell did they get this setting cut on? I must have accidentally cut it on, but it's going to be something. I just want everybody to
I
kind of
feel like
understand
something.
it.
I have a
I'm gonna be
feeling
there.
that it's gonna get a little wild, but
It's
in
gonna
the
get
end,
crazy in there.
I feel like in the
I'm
end,
gonna be
something
like, Sage,
beautiful
meet the
is gonna come
panel.
out of it.
Thanks, Santa.
I have a
I'm gonna
feeling
be,
that
I'm gonna
in
be
the
like,
end.
Sage, meet the panel.
Hmm. But
Right.
I have a feeling in the end, at least two people are gonna come together that didn't understand, and they're gonna come together and understand in the end, and something beautiful is gonna come out of that. Just I just
Mhm.
have a feeling, but it's gonna
Sage,
get wild, and if you can get through the wildness, I feel like that's when the beautifulness is gonna come. But the question is, can everybody get through the, you know what I mean, get to the beautiful and not let the
uh,
wild ruin it, you know?
right. Sage,
Um,
did I tell you about Brett's racism the other day?
what did I can't remember exactly. What did she say or do? I
Oh,
think
she
you
said a whole
did.
bunch of she said a whole bunch of stuff like how 90% of the black community is a
Oh yeah, you
problem.
did say 90% are the problem.
Who
Yeah, you did tell
who
me
said
that.
that?
And I was like, this trans girl
Luke.
named Brett. She cool, she just ignorant. Whatever. Still love her.
Yeah.
But
That was
yeah,
ignorant to say.
I was trying to explain to her because she was like, I don't understand why black people gotta separate themselves from everybody. That is so racist for them to be like Black Lives Matter. I was like, do you understand Black
Oh
Lives
hell
Matter
no.
aren't us? That's not us saying that only Black Lives Matter. Like, yeah, we know
Didn't
all
a
lives
white
matter.
lady have, wasn't a white
We
lady behind
know
that shit?
Right. We know all lives matter. That's not that's we're
Mhm.
not trying to take away from that. Black lives matter just is to say black lives also matter.
Right. They should their deaths, pain, and struggles, kidnapping, and all that stuff
Oh
should be
yeah.
taken just as seriously as white
Organ
people. And
stealing,
Yeah,
right,
and
like
I told Brace.
mm,
Brace was like that was
ripping
hundreds of
babies'
years.
heads off in
Brace was like that was
delivery.
hundreds of Brace was
right.
like that was hundreds. No, it wasn't Brace. It was a black girl on the panel. I like her too, but she was very close minded. You can tell she's a self hating black person that don't understand themselves. But
Mm.
because she was like, I just don't get it. Like, it should be all lives matter. I was like, when you say all lives matter, it takes away from the Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter isn't saying that all lives don't matter. We're saying our lives matter too, and you're trying to erase, like,
because
people be trying to
because
erase that
society has
movement.
forgotten that black lives do
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
matter.
oh my God, Sage, you just
Right.
scared the fuck out of me. That light came on. I thought it was an explosion because it was orange at first. Oh my God. My whole fucking heart just dropped. I was like, oh my God, did the fucking yo, if that would have happened on Bigo, I wouldn't have got on Bigo no more. Today would have been my last day on Bigo. Oh my
Are you
God.
gonna be
I
in that event that Sage was just talking about, Adonis? Are you gonna
almost
be involved with that?
almost definitely.
Good. I like you. You have good energy, and
Thank you.
I
I like
seen
you
how
too.
you handled a conflict with that person yesterday over calling you, the racist words and shit, and the way you handled that conflict, and the way sat down and had a conversation and dialogue, and you listened to the person and how they felt, and told them how you felt appropriate. Like, you're good for like debates and conversations, and like you could be a mediator. Like, you got that.
Yeah, yeah. Like I be telling people all the time, like, don't get me wrong, I will argue with a person. I don't want to always argue though. Like, I know people see me on here arguing a lot, but it's because I know, like, I know ain't nobody gotta tell me I don't like my own voice. I just started liking my voice probably September of last year. I
I don't
hated my
see
voice.
nothing wrong with it.
I
Are
always
you from
always
Baltimore?
yeah. But
I hear it
like
when you say
my
"Hmm."
voice is a little bit high pitched and whiny. It gets really whiny sometimes. So and I know that irritates people because people have been pointing that out my whole life, and it's just like people. I've noticed that people decide whether they like me or not as soon as they hear my voice, and
That's not fair.
most people that think my voice is annoying, they come at me sideways, and that's why I be reading like. Cause I don't be doing nothing. Like as soon as like
And
even on
that's
Twitter,
not
like
fair to you,
as soon
like
as I
they're
join a
missing out.
panel, as soon as I join a panel, I will say hi to the panel. I'll be like, hey panel, how y'all doing? Here we go. First thing that oh girl, here go this faggot bitch. Your old ass bitch, you
Right.
33, da da da. And I'll be like, oh my god, like bitch,
And this
all I
what
did was
happened
speak.
on my panel with Tim Rock. Tim Rock, as soon as he popped up to defend Lika, Tim Rock was like, "Who's this faggot?" You remember that, Adonis? Tim
Yeah,
Rock.
that was just
So,
was that
I
today or
think
yesterday? That was yesterday.
I have noticed on
yeah,
Bigo.
yeah,
I have noticed on Bigo because in my personal life, I don't deal with anyone in the community. I don't know
Right.
why, but I don't. But on Bigo,
That's how life be sometimes. Like sometimes you
yeah.
don't get introduced
But
to things.
on Bigo, I have seen a lot of people in the community, and I think the guys that have the high pitched voices and stuff like that, I think they get the same treatment as you. Like, for some reason, it's like people get weirded out or ignorant when they hear a high pitched
And
voice, and
and you
that's
know what's the
not
crazy
fair. You
part?
can't just
The
judge
crazy
off of a
part is
voice.
as feminine as my voice is, it is the only thing about me that's really feminine. I am like divine masculine energy. Like
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, like I am a man. It's just I just really have a soft voice, so it trip people out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's foreign to them, probably, and people don't like foreign.
Yeah.
It's
Like
uncomfortable.
as soon as but like I know I'm a cool ass. I know. I thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. Before I go into ego mode,
Yeah.
but like I know I'm a cool person, and like that's kind of something I was telling Autumn. Like Autumn don't understand. Like I know I'm new to Bigo. I don't got the pool that I pretend that I have on here. That be a part of
Mm-hmm.
my arguments with them. But the thing is, I actually do kind of have that pool because I'm cool as fuck, and I know how to go to talk to people. I've been I went straight to mob ties and was like, look, I'm gonna need y'all to troll somebody for me in a couple of months because it's no offense. I did drop the beef with Alderman Trent, but I'm sorry, the hood dude in me, the hood dude in me, the ego in me, the masculine energy, the divine masculine energy in my ego. I made a promise to them and I'm going to keep this promise. I told them I'm going to get them off this app and I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to get both of them off of this app. And the crazy part is, people been telling me ways to get them off this app real easy, but I don't want to do it the easy way. I want to hurt their feelings
Mm.
because what I not trap so much. I can get her off of here easy, but Autumn, I want to hurt that bitch feelings because you a bully and I'm a bully you, bitch. I'm gonna show you exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
your
like that
voice
because
is part of you, you
you can
know?
tell the type of person he is in real life. He one of them people that walk all over top of his friends and apologize to them real good
Mm.
and make them
A
feel bad
narcissist?
to accept his apology. Oh, that's what a
A
narcissist is. Yeah,
narcissist.
that's what he is. I don't like people like that.
Yeah, me neither. And another thing I was gonna say, uh, about your voice, you are being real. You're coming and you're like, hey, this is who I am. Now, what if now they'd have something to say if you fucking hid your voice and you put on a fake
Right,
voice and then one day your real voice came out. Oh, that's not your real voice. Oh, well, if I gave you all my real voice, y'all would have fucking judged me. I don't give you my real voice. You're fucking gonna judge me. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I'm not. If I don't. And
right,
people are real fucking ignorant because you can like they could be missing out on a fucking blessing. Like you could come into somebody's life and you don't even know this about yourself. You go into
uh,
somebody's life and be a fucking blessing for them and they fuck that up.
right.
But you know what? That's their
They
fault. And
like
you know what?
Autumn.
That's your gain because now they done showed you who the fuck they were from the jump. So
Oh
you ain't
yeah,
got
they
to get
showed
your
me. He don't gotta
emotions
show me twice.
involved.
Let me tell you
You
what
ain't got to
happened.
get no
So
feelings hurt or nothing. They done
right.
showed you from the fucking door. Now you can take heed and know how to fucking deal with them and be like,
Oh,
well, they
I
don't
already,
fucking like
I
me.
had already peeped it, and that's why I be warning my
Hmm.
other friend on here, Nicole. I mean, and
Yeah.
Sage, I think Sage, you done heard me warn Nicole about him. I be
So fuck
warning
them people. Anybody that has anything to say about you or anything that comes with you, you
he.
come being real. That's
Right.
respectable.
Me and Nicole was on a panel one day and Autumn said this to me and Nicole. He said, oh girl, you gotta sit around, you gotta sit on a panel, pretend to be bitches' friends and get information on them to use against them later. When he said that, the red flags went off immediately. I was like, oh, all right, bitch, we not gonna be cool that long. So
Ooh.
that's why when everything went down, I wasn't ready for it, but I was ready for it. Cause I knew it was gonna come eventually. Like, no, that's what you be on. Like how he came, how he was in my when hey Devil's Daddy. Like when he was in my he came to my live. This was the point where we had just all fell out and I was ignoring them for like days because I didn't want to do the fussing with them no more. He came to my live, was talking to me, was asking for forgiveness, was apologizing. But later, like 2 days later, we got into it again because I finally started speaking again. And he had screenshots of me from that live. But I'm like, but she was in there begging for my forgiveness though. But you came in there because you wanted to be my friend, but you was taking screenshots of me in case. I don't like that. Like I don't like that. That's like you
Yeah,
premeditating.
and you said you had
That's like
paranoia issues,
premeditated,
and
like
I
you
have
premeditated a
paranoia issues
fallout.
too. I have
Huh?
paranoia issues, and I have paranoia issues, and you say you have paranoia issues. So I know you felt some type of way when that person was taking screenshots of you, because I don't like that shit. Like, what are you doing? Who
Yeah,
are you gonna send that to?
I ain't even tripping that he takes screenshots, but it's like he doing his content in the wrong way. Like you taking
Yeah,
screenshots of people that help you with your content. Like
right. Burning
like
bridges.
when I get my screenshots and my screen recordings right now, of course I've been screen recording him. because I'm gonna
Yeah.
expose him at some point.
All right.
And I've been screaming, no shade. I've been scream recording Sailor also because I'm gonna expose her too. But and there's no shade. She did it to herself. She can't be mad at nobody else because it's in the screen recording. She did it. But and my screenshots is the mob ties because I'm cool with the mob ties. I love their family, but it's certain individuals in the family they're really homophobic. As soon as I come to the panel, I'd be talking to the founder, and here go one of the little dudes that's mad that I left the family. Oh, that's that faggy Adonis. Like all day today, they was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
that faggy Adonis." Granny, give me a gun. Give me a gun. I was like, Granny, don't give them no gun because they gonna kick me. She ain't getting none of them a gun. I was like, thank you. That's why I fucks with her. That's why every time I go in
And
there, I
there
drop beans on her.
and you know what? I understand the gay phobic or whatever because I used to be like that, but it's because it's lack of knowledge. Like they don't understand. They never had it
Right.
takes the
No,
right
I get it.
person
I
in the
get it
community to
sometimes.
really sit down and open up their brain because just anybody can't do that because it had to take
Right.
the right person in that community to open up my brain because I used to be the same
Right.
way. And I feel bad and it's horrible. You know what I mean? It's
Don't I
not
mean
right.
don't
But
feel bad because
no, I
some
do
gay
because
people,
it wasn't
make it.
right,
Some
you
gay
know?
people make straight people that way. I'm not gonna lie, because some gay people make straight people that way. Because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like there aren't gay people that exist that be doing too fucking much. Like Autumn,
Mm.
it's Autumn absolutely out of line for sending me that straight boy dick pictures. It's absolutely out of line that somebody sent Autumn that straight boy dick
Ooh,
picture.
what?
And you know who sent Autumn them dick pictures. She wrong as shit for that, but she always talk about she don't want to be in drama.
Somebody, what? She did that?
Yeah, they sent them to me, and I straight told them.
You're on
I
mute,
straight told him.
Sage. You're
I
on
was
mute.
like, I straight told him. I was like, Ray Autumn, I was like, Ray Autumn, sent me your dick pictures and your Twitter.
Yo, I don't think you were in there when they were playing. What's that game they play? Messi, like Truth or Dare.
Get
Oh
the
Messi or
no,
fuck
Shade.
I
out
don't
of
be. They don't never
here.
play that game when I'm in
No,
there. They
not
know better than to
messy
play try to
truth or
play the game with
dare.
me.
Yeah, it was Messi or Shade. No, or some shit like that
Oh
they were playing.
no, that's
And
so gay.
I chose the other
Hey baby,
option
get
was
up here, hop in box one.
and of course it was dick pics. And I was like,
Oh
oh
no.
hell no. I ain't playing
You
this
know,
shit. And I just plugged in to promote the
Sage.
event.
You know why all of them really want my forgiveness?
How's that?
Somebody, so Autumn, you saw Devil's Daddy coming here, right?
Yeah.
So Devil's Daddy has a freak group on here where they be posting
Erica.
nudes and stuff in the group. I've never
Erica.
posted in the group. I don't really hey bro, I don't never go in the group, but he has so apparently Autumn was in the
Hey,
group.
Reg.
So when they found out me and Autumn was falling out, Autumn they sent me Autumn news. Now I held on to him for a couple of days when we was arguing, but on that last day, the day that he started blocking me, and he really was mad. It was because I was like, bitch, you better leave me alone before I expose you, bitch. I got shit that you don't even know I got. And he was running his mouth, and I sent him his news. And he was like, oh, you a weird bitch. I'm going to block you. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, bitch. I got that real smoke for you. Play with it.
That's wild. Yeah, I
Damn.
wasn't about to play that. Autumn was in there, First Lady, everybody was in there who, we normally hung out with. And it's
I
like,
love First
Sage,
Lady. I love me some First Lady.
are you straight or are you uh gay?
I identify as straight
Okay.
or heteronormative. Yeah.
I'm about to identify as fucking clear, transparent. I'm about to put other on all my fucking paperwork.
That's what I say my gender is. Like, I'm a
We're
queer
allowed to
gender. I'm
fucking
not a
identify
male.
with
I'm a
whatever
queer
we
gender.
want. What do y'all think about this fucking these kids identifying as furries? Have y'all heard about that? How some of the schools are putting
You talk about how people
grass
dress up in the
pads
furry
and
costumes.
Yeah, that no,
I
like
thought that was
kids
a sex
are.
act. Children shouldn't be doing that. Like adult, that
Yeah,
was an
that's
adult
fucking.
sexual fetish. Children should
Yes,
not be doing that.
there's
That's
kids
not
in
safe.
elementary school. Yes, elementary school, middle school, high school. All the kids, they're
That's
identifying
not.
as
That's. I feel like that's
furries.
not. I feel like that's not safe.
No,
No,
not at
that's
Cause
all.
like
not.
if a person already got a fetish and you just dangling it in front of their face, like you asking for
Uh-uh.
them to,
Yeah,
They're
you
the
know,
putting
furries is
like
grass
like bondage and
pads.
whatnot.
Yes, they're
But who's
putting
pushing
grass
it?
pads.
right? Who's pushing it?
The white
Uh,
LGBT.
right. They're putting grass pads in some of the schools in America, in the USA. Like, I know I have a friend that lives in a small town. They put a fucking grass pads in these fucking bathrooms. I was like, grass pads? They were like, yeah, kids are identifying as furries now. I said, furries? I said, that's some like fetish stuff that grown people. She's like, yeah, I know. And then I watched a video, a clipping of somebody interviewing a teacher at a school where this is going on, and the interviewer basically said, "Well, how do you communicate with the kid if he's identifying as a dog? He's allowed to bark? Like, what do you do? Bark back?" She was like, "Yeah, we have to respect their identification."
Here's my and
So
here's
you
my
got
here's my
kids
old
disrupting the classes, barking and meowing. Like, what the fuck?
here's my
Oh hell
thoughts
no.
on that. Here's my thoughts on that, y'all, and tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like trans people ask to be identified as trans people, and people ask to be identified as they and them, and the world mind broke. And in order to handle that, they just started accepting everything.
Well, it is
You can
you
you
Yeah,
can be
because
a trans
basically.
man. You can be a trans man. You can be a trans woman. You not no fucking trans reptilian or no trans dog. Get out my fucking face.
because then you start getting into things like transracial, and
Yeah,
it's
and then
like
BC
black people we're
and that
fighting for
opens the
reparations.
door for
Right,
bestiality.
Yeah.
right.
And these
Yeah.
are kids, little kids, children that are supposed to be innocent and not know shit like this. Like, this is sad what this world is coming to.
It's like
Yo,
we
I
understand gender
think the aliens
dysphoria.
I think the aliens got a plan, and I think the aliens been here for a while. And
Oh, yeah.
I think we just really seeing their plan because it's getting like the plan getting to the good part.
It's the white man,
Right.
man. That's the fucking napkin boy. He's fucking everyone.
And not even and it's not even all like and that's what I be telling my friends. Like I used to have a black homegirl, like she was very much black empowerment, but like she was the bad type, like she did it in a bad way. Like she thought all white people were evil. And I was like, I used to always try to explain to her, I'm like,
No,
all
just
white people I was like, you
98% out
can't
of
I
100.
was like, you can't judge a whole race by the actions
Yeah.
of a small group. I was like, you have Caucasian, you have Caucasian people out here that will get disowned by their family to stand with black people. Like we're not going to pretend like those like they don't exist. And she was like, you really
Yeah.
think that? I was like, yes, I do because I my homegirl went through that. My homegirl she's white. Her father's white, but her mother was with her stepdad. Her stepdad was black. Her grandmother disowned them.
Yeah. It happens. And then, they, I think they call them spies or agents. There's the white people that swear they're fucking for the
Oh
black
yeah,
people, and they're
because they
not,
got a
and
tan.
they're really trying to get mosey their way into the black community so they can start fucking some shit up, with the other agents or spies or whatever. You know what I mean? Then you got them type of
Like how
Caucasians. But,
it really don't be black people at them rallies messing them rallies up. Those be
hmm
fucking people. Those be other races. That be other people from other
yeah,
nationalities in disguise.
yeah,
Right.
hmm
Like I asked,
hmm
like when I was having that conversation with Brace the other day, I asked Brace, I'm like, how can you feel that 90% of black people are bad when me and you are the exact same skin complexion?
right.
Uh-huh.
Hey, NY baby, I don't know
If
if you want to
black
come up
people
here
were
if you
so
doing
bad,
drama.
go down, and if black people were so bad, right? Go down in history, take black and white, right? Because that's usually what people do is black and white. Take black and white history, like throughout history, all of man, whenever, however long mankind was alive, and count how many black people went into white churches and shot up white churches, and how many white people went into black churches and shot up black churches, and you know what I mean, how many, you know, uh uh mass shootings was it, you know what I
Right.
mean, and all this other stuff, and count,
And like
and then
me,
and then come back to the table and say black people are bad.
right,
Since
like
when?
me, I don't have it. I do not have an issue with the white community at all because I really don't face. I really haven't faced racism from the white community. Like I know this is bad to say.
Yeah.
This might be prejudice, but like I am scared to go to like white spaces, not because like I don't want to be around white people, but because I'm scared to meet a racist white person because that could be the end of my life. Like
Yeah,
I
most definitely.
definitely like, and I was like I be telling my friends about it because one of my friends like she's always been like she's always it's sad and I don't want to say it this way, but like she goes to white spaces because she always wanted to be white. And I don't judge her because of that. Like she's told me and she's opened up to me about it. Like she's always wanted to be white. I can tell she's got like surgery done to her face. And like I'd be talking to her about how I would like to go to white spaces. I just be scared. Like I'd be scared. And it's
And you
like
know what? That's
they
understandable. You know, that's not racist. That's understandable. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a lot of black people feel like that. You know,
yeah, and
I would.
it's just crazy because they act like they're so like some of them act like they're so scared of us, and I'd be like, but y'all
Mhm.
don't want out here killing us though. Like yeah,
Right.
we we be trying to tell y'all how to come to the picnic.
Right.
We be trying to tell y'all how to get y'all pass to the picnic.
Mhm. But you know, it's always been like that down to like where Thanksgiving originated from. You get what I'm saying? The Native
Yeah,
Americans were helping the crackers, and when they couldn't help them no more, and showed them
and then
everything, taught
the
them and
messed
showed them
up
everything,
the
and then the
messed up thing
fucking
about
crackers done ate
the
them.
messed up right the messed up thing about white supremacists because again it's not white people, it's the white
Right,
supremacists. The
right, right.
fucked up thing about them is they will turn on their own people. But
Yeah,
they'll deem their people white trash and
yep,
put them in black communities and
yeah,
light the flame to start issues between those two communities when it's really like we all the same. Like
yeah,
not to say it like this, but like people that are deemed white trash, I get along with them so good.
yeah. Because I think the white trash community, like, you know, like we're fucking bottom of the barrel, you know, like,
And it's not fair. And that's something the girl I was telling you about earlier, the one I told, like all white people can't be bad, the whole community can't be bad. That's something I was telling her. I was just like, some of them are struggling too. I mean, yeah, some people are
yeah.
born into
And the white
privilege, but not
supremacy
just
was
because they
that,
white don't automatically mean they are privileged. Like you
right.
gotta give that smoke to the ones that actually do have that privilege.
I do
But some
feel
of them
like
struggling like us now understand that.
yeah, I feel like all Caucasians naturally have the white privilege,
I
even if
mean,
we don't
yeah,
want
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Even if we don't want it, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Right,
Like,
right,
but we have to like realize like we do have it. You know what I mean? Like, but
right.
there's certain white people that have more of it, you know, or there's
Yeah,
the white
yeah.
people that know they have it and will use it in a bad way. Like they'll use it to be in a dangerous way. Like that's the
Right.
dangerous white people, the ones that know they got that white privilege and use it in
Yeah.
a fucked up
Like I
way.
had at one of my jobs, my homegirl, she was white. Most all of her kids are biracial though. Like all of her kids are biracial. All of her kids. Except like
Yeah.
two. Except like two. I think her oldest two are like, they're Caucasian like her. But the rest of her kids are like they're mixed. They're mixed. Um,
Yeah.
I was telling her one time like she was like struggling, and I told her what to do. I was like, "Girl, go to social service." She's like, "I know, but what if they deny me?" I was like, "Bitch, you are a white woman with all of these kids. You is gonna get that
Hmm.
shit." I was like, "You would get that shit way before you. I get it." And I was like, and I'm not like, I was like, and I'm not judging you from there. I'm telling you to do it because I get it.
Right.
Like it's like she has the
Hmm.
like. I get it. Like you don't want to use your privilege, and I
The
respect you
what?
from that. But I'm gonna sit there, like if you really struggling, I'm gonna sit there and tell you, you better flex that a little bit because if I had that, I would flex it a little bit too. I just wouldn't be like
Yeah.
how the supremacists are, where they don't flex it. They just throw it in your face.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the difference. She could use it to benefit herself, but like if you just out there throwing it in a motherfucking face, you wrong.
Right. Exactly. Like you go out in public and fucking dude takes your fucking parking spot and you fucking act a fucking fool and wild out to get your parking spot because you know more than likely the black man is not going to want the problem because he knows
Did
he's
you hear
probably going to go to
about that
jail and he
situation in New
moves and
York
you get your spot.
over the scooters? Like that
Huh?
situation in New York that happened over the scooters.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. What happened with the
Oh,
scooter?
I can't remember. And correct me, Sage or Raquel, if I'm wrong. I can't remember. I don't know if she was white or if she was Hispanic. But a
I
Mm.
little
think she
boy,
was.
it was, uh,
I think she was white.
It was a
okay.
Karen.
No.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
Like mixed, she looked kind of like Mexican or something like that.
she
But I
probably
know
was
what
mixed
you're
or
talking
something. She
about.
probably was mixed. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she was
she
But a
mixed.
Karen.
so a little boy was on his bike or on this, one of them scooters that them Uber scooters. He was
Right.
on one
Hmm.
of them and he had been using it all day and he was logged into it and he had the proof on his phone that he was logged into it. But the lady tried to log into it, but I guess I can't remember exactly why it didn't go through or if they tried to both get it at the same time. But it didn't go
Hmm.
through on the woman's phone. But she wanted to flex. She was like, "Well, I'm tired and I'm pregnant or something like that. Like I'm tired." Da, 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 da.
She's like,
She tried to
tired. I
flex
feel
her
tired.
privilege on him to get him to intimidate him into giving her the scooter. And then when he was like, no, no, she started hunching, like she grabbed her side or something like that. Like she hunched herself and started screaming help.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
what?
Yeah.
That's horrible. I don't
And then
care
you
if
got
you're pregnant or not. If a little kid is enjoying a scooter and don't want to give
They
up
were in
his
the,
scooter, you move the fuck on. Because didn't nobody tell you to
just
fucking lay
just
down with
get
your legs
another
open and
scooter.
fuck
It's not
without a
like they
condom?
don't be putting hella scooters on the street. Like you just gotta probably walk around the block and you'll see another one.
Right. And yeah, that's that. Yeah, that too. Like you could fucking walk around, fucking find a scooter. Like you decided to not use a condom and get pregnant, and you're out here trying to roll around on a fucking scooter when you shouldn't be pregnant, bitch. Like how you gonna try to bully a little kid and try to use your fucking shit to get your fucking way? That's a little boy. He could be out on the block selling fucking dope or dick, but he's fucking around with a scooter. Let him be a kid and move
Yes,
on. Find
he's
another
out,
one.
and then girl, like he's outside. He's outside with
Right.
friends, like actually
Right.
socializing. Like that's a good thing.
Playing.
yeah.
Like there's so many kids that don't even
And
fucking
then
play with
and then
kids no more. They're out
did
doing
you hear
grown
about the
folk shit.
lawyer? Did you hear about the one about the lawyer? See, I be on TikTok, so I be seeing all the
Ooh,
TikToks when they go viral.
Yeah.
The
TikTok
lawyer,
kind of be pissing me off
he was
sometimes with
out
their lives.
he was out with his friends and he seen a black girl and she had like an afro wig on her head. He snatched her wig off.
Yes.
What the fuck?
And even his friend in the video, even his friend was telling him, he was like, dude, just apologize. And he was just
Yes.
laughing at her the whole time. And then
Wow.
it's one that came up more
Hey,
recent where this man punched this
can you run
lady in
me
the
a
face
blunt?
while she was recording him.
Hey.
Yes.
No, it's fucked up.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's wild. This world is fucking crazy, bro.
This world is evil. I think we died, y'all. I think this purgatory. I don't think we in hell.
Something
I think we in
happened.
purgatory, y'all.
You think we all went to sleep one night and then woke up and we're like not alive?
I told you. I think the world ended in 2012.
You think so? So how did we die? We just all went to sleep one night and then woke up
No,
and thought we were still living?
they've been talking about it lately. Like apparently a solar flare
That's
hit the
it.
earth.
It's that water, baby.
Hey, Chris. No, it's not. It's fucked up. It's like I rode the roaches
Hey,
without taking the weed
Craig.
out of it, and it like kept on coming out and
Hey
burning
y'all, how
me.
y'all doing?
And then
Good, how are
and
you?
y'all all is the proof. Y'all all is craving proof. As soon as I get more admins, I know I owe her an admin. Y'all is all her proof. Y'all heard me say it.
Maybe we did die, and we're just living in a different fucking I don't know
Universe.
Let's hope we
afterlife.
did. Let's go ahead and get it over with. Oh
Oh
my
man,
god.
I know I'm not in the I know I'm not in the same universe I started in. I know I'm not. And I know I'm not because of the Mandela effect. There's an anime that I remember watching as a kid that does not fucking exist here. But I remember it.
really?
Go
I
potty, hurry up.
remember the
Which one
characters. I
is it?
remember the name. It's called
Come on,
The
go potty.
Dirty Girls.
The what?
The Dirty Girls.
The Dirty Girls. I don't remember that.
You
I
ready?
used to
You?
sneak and watch it when I was a kid. It used to
Oh,
come
was it
on
like a bad show?
No, it was an anime, and it was like real anime. In real anime they be having naked cartoon characters.
Oh yeah. How
So
old are you,
my mom
Johnny?
ain't want me watching it because of that. She didn't want me being too wrong. But I was sneaking watching it. Yes, Cray. Sage Sugar Craven.
How old are you, Adonis?
I'm 33.
You're what?
33.
Okay, so we're about the same age. So we grew up at this. You remember Johnny Bravo?
Of course I remember Johnny Bravo.
Oh hell yeah.
I liked that. That was the most dirty.
You
That was
know, you
probably
know
as
what
dirty
you
as
know
it
what
got as
broke
we were kids.
you know what broke my heart though? Growing up to
Hmm.
realize Johnny Bravo was such a fucking
Chauvinist.
hyper masculine, toxic,
Yeah,
egomaniac. Like he
he
was
was a
so
womanizer.
toxic, and
He
he
was a
never got.
womanizer.
And excuse my language, y'all, but he never got no bitches.
Nope. He was a cornball. He thought he could, but he never got it. He was a creep. Johnny Bravo was like the neighborhood creep.
But in the first episode, he was skinny. Like they do his little backstory. He was skinny and he
Oh
worked
yeah.
out because he thought working out and getting a body was going to make him get more women.
He probably had to pay for pussy in order to get
Oh, he definitely seemed like that type.
it. Trick.
Oh, I got a stronghold key. So if y'all want to go to a stronghold, damn.
Um,
See,
Powerpuff
Sage, you
Girls
need
Yeah,
to
I
was
don't
on
remember
put
where
one.
any one of those are on
Sage.
the map or
Sage, you need
whatever.
to get the PlayStation 5. You need to get a PlayStation 5 and play Elder Scrolls Online with me.
Powerpuff
I,
Girls
I, I
was
used
another one. That was a
I
good
love
one.
Elder Scrolls.
I got a
Uh,
vampire on there that I need a vampire necromancer on there that I need to level up.
we about to 5 minutes is about to come soon for the extraction. Uh, oh shit, these niggas on us like that? Where they at? Oh shit, where did he come? Did he parachute through here?
See, I could
Oh,
watch.
oh, they
I could
coming
sit
in.
here and
Where they
watch
at?
Sage play video
Oh, they
games. I
coming.
can't watch Ray play video games.
Oh shit. Oh, that was a friendly. Oh
He
shit.
definitely is
Oh, they on
engaged
my ass
and
now.
into into the video
Oh,
game.
they. Oh snap. They were friendly. Oh shit. I'm coming, bro.
Cartoon Network isn't Cartoon Network anymore. Have you checked it out lately?
But to be honest, I don't even watch regular
I
TV no
got you.
more. If I'm not streaming, I'm not
Shoot him,
watching
shoot him,
that.
shoot him. Watch us, watch us.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
I stream
Oh yeah.
everything.
Have you
The
seen the
only time,
movie?
the only time I ever turn on my TV is to play video games. I watch everything either on my phone
Okay.
or on my
Yeah.
laptop.
Get what
Oh,
y'all
okay.
need.
Have you seen
You're
the
ready. Oh, here they
They
they come
Clone
a little
Tyrone
bit,
movie?
but we still got
Hold
'em.
on, I can't hear you. What you say?
Have you seen the movie They Clone Tyrone?
I've heard
Oh,
about it. Everybody, I've heard people been talking about it recently.
that's a must watch. Have you
Do
seen
you
it,
have
Rockwell?
Netflix? Do you have Netflix?
Me, yeah.
Check out the movie Moxie. It's a good watch. It's a good watch.
Moxie.
It's a
Okay,
woman empowerment movie, but it's a really good watch.
I'll watch it. I love a good movie. I hate when I watch a good movie and then I can't find a better movie after.
I know you be wanting to keep the streak going.
Yeah, it's like damn, it's over. Oh, you know what a good series, TV series is? It's called Good Girls.
But
It's a group of
I'm waiting for them to make a Captain Planet remake. That's the remake I'm waiting for.
ooh, yeah, Captain Planet. Yeah. I love that cartoon.
I did too.
Cartoons
Oh yo,
just aren't how they used to be.
I wanted to PK Iris. Iris is live. I'm Iris Erky. I'm gonna cuss Iris out when I get off this live if she's still alive. I love Iris though. I'm gonna tell Iris I'm making a family and she gotta join my family.
Why don't you join our family?
Because it's so
You're Sage.
I was going you talk about you and Sage family, right? I was
Yeah.
going to join it. That was my plan. That was my plan. But since
Mm.
that stuff been going on with that boy, like the people have been coming to me like you need to start a family, you need to start a family of your own, start a family of your own. Like I think you can do it. So
Mm.
like I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
definitely like I was telling Sage if I do make my own family, I don't want my family to be like a family that's independent and rivals with other family. Like, no,
Yeah.
I want to have brother families and sister families where it's like, okay, I'm in this family, but maybe the people that I have in this family, their foo-foos can be in your family, and the people that's in your family, they can be in your family, and y'all can have foo-foos in our family,
That's
and we can all
different.
be working together on that.
Unitedy.
Yeah, like I love unity. Like not everybody. Like of course we're not inviting every family to the table, but I'm talking
Right?
about like cool families. Like cool families. Like I would love to work with your family on the level, like especially for the conversations and debates.
Mm.
The mob ties. I would love to work with their family for the trolling aspect of Twitter. Like I
Okay.
said to of Twitter of
Whatever.
Bigo because I don't want to
Okay.
attack. I don't want to approach the Bigo from one point of view. Like if I'm gonna do this Bigo shit, I'm gonna do this Bigo shit. I'm gonna do a little bit of everything. I'm gonna have mix. I'm gonna dabble in each content, all types of
That's a
content.
that's a good idea. Never can have
Because
enough.
people on Bigo making money, and I feel like if they was doing stuff the right way, they could be making more money. Or and they like people get on here and they want to fuss with Kiki the Muppet. Kiki the Muppet. When I go on her lives, I'm trying to be her friend. That bitch getting money. I need her to teach me.
She's funny.
I
She
love
is
Kiki.
funny.
Oh, hold on.
She be
Hold on, say
talking her shit. She talks her shit.
she
I seen
did.
her. I
Jump
seen
on,
her
start
live
me.
one time.
Hold
Put
on,
my
hold on one
hour.
second. Hold on one second, Basu. What you say?
I'm about to go put my hour in on Star Maker. I'm gonna
All
jump
right,
back on IG.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go live on TikTok probably around 10 o'clock. If you want to come, if you want to join with me, just let me know.
I'll be in there. Send me an invite.
All
All
right,
right,
I'm
y'all.
gonna do it like I did the other day because I told you I'm bad from sending messages on TikTok.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's cool. See
Yeah.
y'all
All
later.
right, I see you.
Let me see what my shit at.
She's so nice. I love her. I'm glad I met her.
Thank you.
All right, make sure you get keep it.
I am. You're taking a
Look
nap.
at look at
All right.
Spirit. Spirit really guided me to her. So what I want to do is I need to reach out to my agency because of what we talked about earlier, but I also need to talk to them because I want to start being a recruiter for my agency.
Okay, well that's very easy. Yeah, you just mentioned it to them. They supposed to already tell you like what you're supposed to get if you bring people in. They should already have that, broken down to you.
I
But
told you I haven't really like I joined the agency. Then you remember I hopped off for a little while. I came back. I did my thing on my own for last month because I only really been back for like a month and a half. So I really made my quarter last month. But like now I've been trying to do it on my own. But I'm like, no, I need to like Why am I doing it on my own when there are resources out here to help me do better?
I
So
think
I'm about to make my.
if you got your own family, Adonis, and you found your own family and started your own family, I think it would be successful because you're not gonna take no shit. You know what I mean? You're not with the weird shit, and you
I'm
know
not, and a lot of
you
that.
you
I was telling
you
somebody
have
about
good
that earlier.
ideas,
I was telling
and it's
somebody
easy
about that
talking.
earlier. A lot of that I got from playing the game DC Universe Online. So I have my own league. I have my own league on DC Universe. So a league is just like a guild or whatever, or like a family on
Right,
here.
right.
So the first time, hey Care Bear, the first time I made a league on there, it failed because the whining was so bad. Like I didn't expect the whining to be like that from adults, but the whining was so bad. It was just irritating and overwhelming. But like now, I mean,
A
now I
bunch of
got the
babies.
now I have the confidence enough to tell a person when they come to me with the whining, I be like, look,
Mhm.
you either going to accept my decision on how I handle this, or you want to leave. And if you want to
Mhm.
talk bad to me about other people, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like I feel like that's the attitude you gotta have to